Dissociation often is a manifestation of an emotional flashback. It's the desire to just disappear. And it probably is a survival mechanism that's a holdover from childhood. So if you deal with the dissociation, a lot of that it just goes away.
Now, this is a quirk that I don't get. So in meetings, sometimes people fight to get the spotlight.
Right.
To be visible. But at the same time, if I give them too much spotlight, they want to hide.
Right.
So why do people, it seems like people cry about wanting to be seen, but they also not want to be seen.
Yeah.
Why are they consistent? Do they want to be seen or do you want to be invisible? Just choose one.
They want to be seen by a loving, kind, parent or substitute parent in the form of a lover. And maybe this is a poor substitute for that. And they'll go, I want to be seen. And then they'll be like, this feels awkward. I can't deal with this anymore. And then they want to bounce. I think that's a very codependent way of dealing with contact with humans, is cycling through oversharing, counterdependency, oversharing, counterdependency. A lot of that is down to just being emotionally dysregulated, I think.
What about fear of intimacy, that framing?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Counterdependency, fear of intimacy. So we crave it and we fear it. Codependence, my hypothesis with codependence, this is new, is that we actually are terrified of intimacy because we never knew love. So your first model for a loving relationship in adulthood would have been the relationship with your parents. But if they never really loved you, they just only showed you time and attention transactionally, depending on when you were giving them what they wanted. Authentic love will be completely alien. So if somebody loves you just for you, you'll be like, what's this? Is this boring experience, this weird, dull experience I'm going through, which a lot of people complain about. They find a normal person who loves them and then they're bored.
So boring, Stacy. Yes, boring. Keep going.
I know. I'm trying to tell you, it's boring.
See?
little excitement.
Yeah. So you're looking for the game, which is to be transactional, which is like what do I need to do to win a piece of love? And if they go, no, I love you unconditionally, they're basically saying, oh, that game you want to play, that's all off the table now. And you go, well,
also you don't believe it. You don't believe it.
You can't believe it.
You can't believe it.
100%.
No, you're terrified of the intimacy. It has nothing to do with your belief.
Well, I think when we learn through our lives that with love comes abuse. No,
you were foundational. Richard said Richard, didn't you say as a child you're groomed?
Yeah, I think if your first loving relationship is transactional, and yeah, if, as Stacey says, if it's dangerous as well, like if the game is, if you play it well, you'll receive not love but time and attention. But if you fuck up, you'll get slapped physically or emotionally. Then that creates adrenaline. Then you're like, oh, the stakes in this game are high. That's how people get addicted to gambling. And let's make no mistake about it, those of us who were raised in abusive environments, every time the front door closed because your abusive parent came home, that was a gamble. That was a gambling moment. Will it land on red or black today? Let's see. So I think that's where the addiction, like gambling and that kind of activity, it really appeals to people raised in nasty childhood conditions.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
The way I just described it,
yeah,
some of you looked excited.
Every single moment matters. You could die. Right. That's like really exciting.
Yeah, there's a certain intensity of experience. But then we say, but then we turn around and say, I want a nice, stable relationship with somebody who loves me. And then you get there and you go, this feels, it's alien and dull.